Hi and hello, I am Dr. ATHEENAPANDIAN from India. In this video, I am particularly say something about our international collaborations, and through that we are got some of the informations for the young biomedical engineers, particularly those who are pursuing biomedical engineering in the second year, third year, and final year. Those people require some of the few things if you are want to work in abroad. Most of them are willing to work in abroad countries in accordance with the recent technologies. So for the high salary, for the exposure, every of the biomedical engineers, they are thinking about to work in abroad. Okay, in that way, our international experts like Mr. Dr. Gerald L. John from USA, Mr. Brian from USA, okay, Matthews from USA, the virtual reality expert Mr. Robert Bob from UK, MRI expert Mr. Samuel Oliveria, then people from Africa, people from Malaysia. So all these people give some inputs that what actually required to be placed in abroad, because most of the people they are targeting now into the Arab countries, but many of them are doesn't know about the exposure, about what kind of the exposure actually the biomedical engineers should require to knowing about the job in the abroad countries, particularly in Canada, USA, Germany, UK, Malaysia, Singapore. What actually they required is the most important technology. Even though there are so many technologies available, what actually you are supposed to require, and this particular technology is booming in outcoming years. If you know about the technology basics and at the same time the software part and the hardware part behind it, if you're learning about that particular thing, if you are expert on that particular technology, you can able to aim for the high salary. What's the technology is? If it is AI, no AI. If it is virtual reality, no virtual reality. If it is a robotic technology, no, it is not. Then what's that technology is? The technology called bioprinting technology. In the 173 plus countries, almost only 30% of the country population they knowing about what actually the bio 3D printing is. In future years, in outcoming years, within 2 to 3 years, the healthcare is totally believing this technology, because there are so many advantages we can able to get from this particular technology, that is called bio 3D printing technology. Now in India, in neighbor countries, many of them doesn't have an exposure about this kind of technology. But if you are learning about that particular thing from the basics, what actually the 3D printing is, or how the 3D printer is working, there are so many free source software that are there in the internet. You can able to collect this free source software and then just do something, the animations, do something in the image notations and all these things. You just practice yourself. That is the basics, how to work in the 3D printer machine, how the particular PLA is delivered, and how we can able to set the temperature. Okay, what actually the basement we need to require. So all these things we must learn from the 3D printer machine, because the same basics things we can go for the bioprinter. In the bioprinter is concerned, we must know about how to prepare the bio inks. In that, hydrogel, how the preparation of hydrogel made. The laboratory, what actually we require. The hi-fi laboratory we require, because we need to develop the stem cells. We need to encourage the particular cell to be developed in the inside the laboratory. So we need to monitor continuously that particular cells development. So all these particular concepts you must be know about the theory content, and then try to implement that into the practically, because till now there is no labs, or hi-fi labs are not available here in India and in the neighboring countries. But in the well-developed countries, they are all having a bioprinting labs and all, because still we are waiting for the approval to implement the artificial organs into the healthcare field. But you through this particular bioprinting technology. But now the artificial organs are replaced, that because of till now the donors are available, then the transplantation is very easy. But once the donor is not available, then the transplantation should not be takes place. So during that particular period, this kind of making artificial organ by the way of 3D printing technology we are making an artificial organ that is very comfortable for the person for during the time of transplantation. Okay, this is what actually, according to the experts' knowledge, bio 3D printing technology is the future in the healthcare. So all the biomedical engineers, those who are pursuing biomedical engineering now, try to learn the basics of 3D printer, try to learn the basics of the softwares behind the 3D printer functionality, and try to learn about the bio inks, bio printer, and then there are different types of the printers are there. Okay, and different types of the bio inks are there. Okay, in the last week marathon series we conducted, there are so many points we discussed. So don't miss anything on relating to the bioprinting technology. So keep learning about that thing and you can able to place easily in the thyroid industry. Thank you very much.